going to mix it up now. I have a little fun. So when you're multiplying the same base, then you add the exponents. These aren't all the same, so we're not just going to start adding stuff willy-nilly. But think of it like this. 2n to the fifth means 2 times n to the fifth. We're multiplying that by 3n to the second. So let's do what we can. I can do something like 2 times 3. What's 2 times 3? It's 6. And we can multiply it n to the fifth times n to the negative second. We just add the exponents. 5 plus negative 2 is 3. So then we can just mush those together. 6n to the third. That would be our final answer. So if you have those numbers out in front, you just multiply, like normal multiplication. You only add exponents when it's the same base. If they're both a's, if they're both c's, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So let's try this out. We have 5x 2y to the fourth, 3x to the eighth. So our regular numbers, 5 times 2 times 3, we have x to the first times x to the eighth, and we have y to the fourth. Now, you're going to get so good at this because you're so smart that you won't need to write the step that I just wrote. That's like kind of obnoxious, actually. You're just going to be able to go straight at the answer sometimes. So let's try this out. 5 times 2 is 10, times 3 is 30. We have x times x to the eighth, add the exponents, x to the ninth, and y to the fourth is our only y. Is it in alphabetical order? You bet. You bet it is. We know our alphabet, Mr. Plant. Come on now. Here we go. N to the second times n to the third times 7n to the first. If there's no exponent, there's an invisible 1. So the numbers out in front, we have 1 times 7, which is 7. For the n's, we have 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 1 is 6. So 7 n to the sixth. If it helps, you could stretch everything out. N to the second would be n times n, times n to the third, n times n times n, times 7n, 7 times n. So it would give you 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 n to the sixth. That could be your backup. If you forget the property, stretch it out. We got these numbers in front. 2 times 7 is 14, times 2 is 28. Let's get them in alphabetical order. I see x to the second power. That's the only x. And then the y's, we have 3 here, 4 there. 3 plus 4, 7. When you multiply the same base, add the exponents, add the exponents, add the exponents. Multiply the same base, add the... Oh, you got it. You know it? Oh, I know you're singing along at home. That brings me joy. C. And no, I'm not saying yes in Spanish. We have 1 times 7 is 7. We just have LM and OP, so m to the second times m to the first would be m to the third. And then we only have the n to the negative second. Let's remember our old rules. Do we have anything to the 0 power? No. Do we have any negative exponents? Yes. And we can't. So we got to move that n to the negative second power underneath. Just like we did in section 8.1. Just like we did in section 8.1. Chapter 8, section 1. It was so much fun.